Hi everyone, I am sitting in the woods. I was not planning on sitting here, but shit, it's windy. Wait. Let me wait. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I was not planning on sitting here in the middle of the woods. I was actually planning on sitting on the top, which I will probably insert some clips of. But it's too windy and I don't want to sacrifice my audio for the view because the audio is pretty important. But I felt like coming here because I have something to share on the topic of the reason why I clicked on this video. Personally, I've been really taking big leaps and trusting my own intuition, my own desires, and really trying to navigate on what desires are aligned with my soul, which aren't authentic and good for all, or ego-based, which can be really hard to navigate sometimes. But what I really recognize is that the ego is loud. It will make things feel very urgent, sort of stressful, while the soulful or the soulful ideas, they're more calm and centered and just with ease. Ease is the perfect word to describe it. And I've been really leaning into it. And you constantly have to guide yourself. I'm realizing you constantly have to guide yourself on the journey because things will come up, the ego will get loud, and you will doubt where you're going because you cannot predict the future. But I love what Dr. Joe Dispenza says, is that if you can predict your future, it is known. It's not new. So you not being able to predict the future is actually a good thing. It means you're in the unknown. It means you are in creation mode. You're in alignment with something bigger than your ego can comprehend. Yes, it feels scary, but we all know that the comfort zone is not really the zone you want to be in. If you are here for expansion and you really want a fulfilling life, you have to get out of your comfort zone and challenge yourself and take big leaps and take steps that feel unnatural and weird. And you gotta have the awareness of that, because if you take these steps towards your dreams and it feels uncomfortable, like, wait, this is not feeling right. This does not feel good. Why doesn't it feel good? Oh, I'm doing something wrong. No, you're not. It is supposed to feel weird, and you have to stick through that phase to get to the other. It's literally the gap between where you were and where you're going. That is a weird state because energy is all over the place. You cannot predict anything and it feels off, but it's the perfect state to create in, and you gotta trust yourself. I'm realizing, like, not trusting your own journey. What the fuck? You can make choices that didn't turn out the way you initiated to or wanted to, or turn out in a good way, but they contributed with so much wisdom and knowledge, and you needed to go through that phase to get to the next level. We have to build the nervous system's capacity to hold the new frequencies that are coming in. And if you are here but you want to be up there, it's gonna take time building that nervous system. Because this is like a stupid example that is coming in my mind, but if you want $1 million, sorry, I hate that. When people on podcasts say, like, you want to manifest that $1 million, I'm like, no, I don't want to. I just want to live. Like, but I'm using that example now. If you want to manifest $1 million, and if you were to receive that right now, I think most people would freak the fuck out because they don't have the nervous system or the tools or the capacity to hold that big amount of money. You have to build. Your energy field has to expand, and you have to teach yourself to be abundant, to be alignment, to being able to hold these bigger energies if you have been here. And if you want to be here, you gotta build and you gotta trust, and it takes a little bit of time. We gotta be patient with the process, because I'm realizing, like, I was so impatient with, like, my manifestations and my journey, and I realized, like, I needed to go through all that to become what I am now. Like, I'm not where I want to be, but my younger self would be so joyful to know that I'm sitting in the woods filming a YouTube video now. That was her dream, but she didn't have the courage to do so. And we have to celebrate the small steps that we're taking, even if they're not making any significant big things happen in our reality just like that. It's if we don't have that awareness, I need to really emphasize this. If you don't have the awareness of that, you're gonna think something is wrong and you're gonna go back to your comfort zone. And I think that's a mistake. That's not a mistake, but that's inevitable. That process is inevitable because the mind is so complex. Sorry, I'm just looking for a moose. I've been literally looking for a moose everywhere going. I've been making huge noises with my steps just to scare them off. I live in Norway, so there's a lot of moose here and I'm terrified. I only met one once a few weeks ago. Anyways, off track. So if you're really waking up, some part of you is waking up these days and you really want to manifest and create a life for yourself that is fulfilling, that is expansive, that is completely different than what you're living now, perhaps. You have to understand that there will be a journey of getting there. You want to look back at the journey knowing that you enjoyed it, that you lived it fully, and that you enjoy the creation and the building of yourself. I would be very saddened to look back at my past and know that I just hustled through the whole thing and didn't enjoy any of it because I didn't trust or I was leaning too much in my fear. We really got to hold ourselves in the mode of creation, in the expansive area that we're in. We really got to hold ourselves. I feel like the more we relax into the journey, we realize that we don't have to rush around and try and force and make things happen. Really surrendering to the intelligence within us and let it guide us. We think that we have to do it on our own. Where is the ideas coming from? Where are your feelings and thoughts coming from? It's coming from the source within you. We're all one. It's an energy. It's an intelligence. And I think the more we calm our mind and soften into that space and surrender, fully surrender, open our hearts, the journey will unfold quicker. It will be more expansive than you ever thought it could be. And see, the sun is shining through us. I say that. There wasn't supposed to be any sun today. It's supposed to rain right now. That's why I rushed the fuck up to this mountain to sit in the woods. I'm sitting in the middle of the woods right now and I feel so safe. Even though I know there's moose around, I feel very safe and held in this moment. And I love coming into nature and sitting here and talk because that's where I'm going to hold over the microphone because of the wind. But that is when we get to hear our intuitive thoughts and feelings and hear essentially the message of our soul with clarity. So I really want to encourage you, if that you're on this path, kind of like the same path as I'm going through, to spend more time in nature, spend more time in meditation, in solitude, to talk out loud with yourself, to journal, and be more soft and gentle with yourself, knowing that it will be okay. You will fulfill your dreams. You will create a beautiful life for yourself. And I'm going to end it off with that. Yeah, it felt like I got to say what I wanted to say. If you enjoyed this video and you want more content like this, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I will see you in my next one. Bye-bye.